You are listening to the Well Connected Twin Cities podcast. I'm your host, Cynthia Shockley, and I'm here to learn alongside you through meaningful conversations with health and wellness practitioners. This is your time to experience some mindset shifts, learn practical tips, and get excited about what is possible. We want you to own the power of choice in your personal well-being journey. Let's discover what's possible right here in our Twin Cities community. Hello. So today I'm speaking with Vanashree Belgamwar, a beacon of light and joy, about her Ayurvedic products that recently launched. She shares her own personal story of healing and gives us an overview of Ayurveda, the sister science to yoga. I hope you enjoy learning about her services, products, and her passion for healing. Vanashree is a distinguished graduate with a bachelor's degree in Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery from the esteemed University of Health Sciences in India, and she brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the field of Ayurveda. Her specialization lies in Nadi Pariksha, the ancient art of Ayurvedic pulse diagnosis. Growing up in a family deeply rooted in Ayurvedic traditions, Vanashree was surrounded by the aromas of herbs and spices. Her transformative journey with Ayurveda began at the tender age of 7 when she battled Hepatitis A. In the face of relentless suffering, Ayurveda emerged as the beacon of hope, swiftly restoring her to balance when conventional treatments faltered. This personal triumph ignited her fervor to become an Ayurvedic practitioner. Since 2013, Vanashree has been practicing Ayurveda in Minnesota, dedicated to making this 3,000-year-old holistic science accessible on a global scale. Her mission is to empower individuals worldwide to harness the benefits of Ayurveda as an integrative therapy for achieving optimal health. Known for her deep empathy and understanding, Vanashree is committed to guiding her clients through the ebbs and flows of their health journeys, ensuring they attain their highest level of well-being. Here we are with Vanashree. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Cynthia. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm moving through the fog of the holidays, right?
As everyone is, right? Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm really excited because I know you and I got to meet at the networking event at the Wellery recently, and you were so excited to talk about your new products.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to hear more because I can just tell it's something you're passionate about. I already know that Ayurveda is something that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
And let's dive in. But first, I want to ask, since we're in this new year, what are your ins and outs? What are you inviting into your life this year? And what are you maybe pressing away, letting go of?
This is a really interesting question. So I think my ins are bringing in more positivity, keeping stable, because I recently had a big change in my life. My husband, who was a pharmacist, is still a pharmacist, but he quit his job in April to join our own family business. And now it's the train is on the track, but we need to keep it moving and going. Sometimes that can get to us. And the added bonus of working with my other half is quite challenging sometimes, though we love working together. It's his way of working is a little different. My ins are to bring more stability, be more grounded, have faith in myself, because that I've really seen that if I have utmost faith in whatever I do, I'll make it happen. But if I start losing faith in what I do, it's gonna be hard for any journey, right? So, yeah, those three are my ins, and my outs are again to keep negativity out of my life, because these days it's so easy to get affected by the negativity around. Even like the in general, there's so much negativity in the world. Since COVID hit, I just feel like it's just keeping on rising in the universe. And yeah, so to keep the negativity out of my life, and other out is to keep stress out, not to take on any stress.
Mm.
Yeah. And I think I'm fortunate enough to not have any more outs, which is great now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, those are my outs.
Yeah, gosh. Yeah, just less stress would be amazing, but it sounds life is feeling aligned. It's
Mhm.
maybe a little chaotic in the transition, but it's feeling like you're on the right track. Even though you're
Exactly,
building
yeah.
the train, you're on the right track.
Absolutely right. I'm on the right track. I don't want to switch tracks and I want to keep going. I want to reach the station, my end station.
Yes. I know you and I have been able to talk about Ayurveda and what you do as a practitioner. I know you were one of our panelists for the
hmm
Well Connected Reimagine event last
hmm
winter. And so it's really exciting to now be here where you're in this whole new chapter of your career. For those who aren't familiar with Ayurveda and what you do as an Ayurvedic practitioner, can you give just a brief overview before we dive into your products?
Absolutely. So, Ayurveda is a holistic traditional system of healing or balancing more than healing. I don't like to use the word healing because we are not actually healing, we are balancing a lot of things in the body. Basically, what we do is, but before I dive into that, I just want to say the word Ayurveda itself means science of life. So Ayu means life and Veda means science. So when we club them together, it becomes wisdom of life or science of life. So the word itself would tell you that it's such a broad science and it covers every aspect of living. And as a human being, we exist on so many different layers of existence, right? One is our body, the other is our emotions, mind, psyche, spirit. So to balance all these layers, you need so many tools, right? And Ayurveda is fortunately one of those tools that can help you balance all these layers of existence. It seems like a complicated science, but it is very easy. If what we do is just balance the five elements. So fire, water, air, ether, and earth. Okay. And everything in the universe is made out of these five elements. And if we are born with a certain type of elemental makeup, if that elemental makeup goes out of balance, is when you would start seeing imbalances. And as an Ayurvedic practitioner, my job is to bring you back to the balance or the natural balance that you were born with. So I would say, okay, Cynthia is so different than me. Why is she so different? What are the predominant elements that she has? Maybe she has more fire in her, more water in her. And that's the beauty of Ayurveda because it's a very individualized system of medicine. So it will never say, okay, bananas are healthy for everyone. It will say, no, bananas are healthy only for a certain constitution. Apples are healthy only for a certain gut type. So this is what it's an amazing science. And as you can hear me talk about it, you can see the passion flowing and I just cannot stop. It's just something that I love deeply. But yeah, so we work with a lot of qualities. It's like hot, cold, dry, light, heavy, rough. And there are 20 different qualities we work with, and we try to balance these qualities in your body using diet, and other herbs and other lifestyle practices. Yeah, so that's what the science is about.
Yeah. And it's just so cool to think about it too as the original science of what we knew to be reality and how to treat certain imbalances or noticing, okay, this person has a very fiery quality. So, what will soothe that? Being able to find the right food, movement to balance that out. And it's so interesting to see. I know there's a movement of people trying to validate Ayurveda with
Mhm.
science, like Western terms and
Absolutely.
Western alignment. And it's clicking, it's making sense. It's, oh,
Yes,
actually, yeah, that is what makes sense chemically, structurally. And so there was
right.
just this intuition of this feels like fire, this seems like water, this seems so being able to just intuitively use what nature has taught us, I think is amazing. And of course, generations and generations of practitioners passing down what they've learned, passing down all the observational studies and testimonials
Mhm.
that they've experienced, I think is so valuable. So now I'm curious about you because you hinted that you had a very interesting story of how you got into Ayurveda to begin with. Can you tell us what brought you into the field?
Yes, so this goes way back. There are two different stories, which I'm going to try to wrap up real quickly, but again so passionate about how, why, and how. And meant to be a healer on this planet for this lifetime. I've always been brought up in a family of physicians. My mom is a pediatrician in India, but she was Westernly trained. She is a Westernly trained pediatrician, and she used to practice a lot when I was younger. I remember as a 7-year-old, 7-year old, sitting with her in her clinic and watching her treating little kids. But she never wanted to give pharmaceuticals in her practice because it's not that pharmaceuticals don't work, they work and they have their own place, but it's harmful for kids and it's heavier and heavier for their little bodies and little livers and kidneys to process. So my mom always was learning a lot through her practice about naturopathy and homeopathy and Ayurveda and trying to bring in those alternative medicines into her healing practice. And that used to work wonders. But the like literally life changed when I was 7 years old and I had hepatitis A, and my liver was swollen for 2 weeks and nothing was working. Honestly, like I was admitted to the hospital for 2 weeks. The liver inflammation wasn't going down. The doctor said, now we just have to watch what happens. Like we have done everything. And my mom was like, no, this is not the answer. There has to be an answer out there. Someone gave her the contact information of this old man, okay, this old man, old Ayurvedic practitioner in India. And my mom was like, okay, this is the last resort. We have to go, we have to check it out. So I remember even before I left, I was throwing up like crazy. I was like, Mom, I don't want to go. And she took me in the car. She's, let's go. So I remember going to this old hut in the corner, and this man was sitting in a corner, and he said, okay, come here, sit beside me. And I sat, and he checked my pulse. Okay, this is called Ayurvedic pulse diagnosis, which I'm trained into. So he checked my pulse and on both the wrists, and he said, okay, I'm going to mix some powders for you and give her these powders for 7 days, and she should be okay. And my mom was like, he's crazy because that's not going to work. We have tried everything, and how would she be better in 7 days? And magically, I don't know what he had put in those herbs, but I can still distinctly remember the taste of it because they were not as palatable. So yeah, I took them because it was clearly helping. The next day I threw up for like less times, and then the inflammation slowly went down and I was completely fine. And this, as a 7-year-old, if you think that something that you're putting in your body can really have the power to change you from inside out, then that means it is something extremely magical and powerful. So I started digging in, even when I was 7 years old. Probably that was the first time I manifested I wanted to be an Ayurvedic healer. Then I totally believe in the power of manifestation. And I went to the college. So it was my high school time, and I had no idea what I want to be. And my mom and dad are very big visionaries, and they have had 7, 8 businesses up till now, and they know what the future is going to look like. So they sat me down. They were like, why don't you try Ayurveda? It's a healing science, traditional science of India. Why don't you try that? Because the future is going to be integrative medicine, and herbs are going to be required, and herbal healers are going to be required. So something intrigued me to go that route, and it was my intuition probably telling me that this is what I need to do. So the first day of my college, I remember our principal asked us to stand up, and he said, tell us why you're here and what is your purpose? Why are you learning Ayurveda? You could have done something else. Why are you here? So I stood up, and I don't know where this thought came from, okay, random. I just stood up and I was like, I want to globalize this science. I want to take it to the entire world and show how powerful it is. And I was in like a small city in an Ayurvedic college. Probably they didn't even know the meaning of globalization when I said it. And then my principal laughed it out. He said, yeah, sure, you're going to globalize. And probably in his mind. And he said, okay, sit down. And I just thought, where did this thought come from? Because it was like, I've never thought about this. And it was time for me to get married. And I was looking for prospective grooms. I had rejected 10 different guys from America. I'm not kidding. Because I didn't want to come here. And I had a 3,000 square foot clinic ready to go, like ready to practice. And I meet my now husband, Bhushan, and he stood up. He was like, hi, I'm Bhushan. And he like put his hand out for to shake hands with me, and I just froze. You know how they show in movies, like the time stands still and everything like moves backwards.
It's one of those
Literally.
K-drama moments.
Yes, K-drama moments or Bollywood moments, right? Yeah, so literally I froze for a second and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in a pickle. This is the guy. So what do I do? My dad was like, you've gone nuts. Like you have everything ready to go. You have to start practicing from a few months from now, and you're going to leave everything and go to America. What are you going to do there? Because I didn't have a work visa, nothing. And I just dropped everything because I'm a very big believer in my intuition, and whatever I've listened up till now, my logically it does not make sense at all, like whatever was going on. But I told my dad I want to go, like I want to get married and I want to go. I don't know what is written for me in the future, but this is what my intuition is telling me. So finally, fast forward, I get married, I come here, and then literally everything like fell into its own place. Obama gave like skilled workers work visa, and then I got a work visa. I started practicing in America. I've been practicing since 2013 here, and then everything started falling right into its own place. And now I am indeed one step closer to globalizing Ayurveda, which is amazing.
Ah, yes. And
Yes.
now you and your husband are working together on
Yes,
these
yes,
products, right? So let's,
yes,
oh gosh, I've got goosebumps. I'm so excited.
yes.
Well Connected exists to help you discover the practitioner that aligns with your values. We believe that finding the right fit should be simple and maybe even fun. When you visit wellconnectedtwincities.com, you can search for local practitioners by categories like chiropractic or herbalism, or you can search by condition or symptom in the directory to find practitioners of various healing modalities who can help. Discover over 100 local practitioners, browse articles, take classes, and listen to interviews by these very practitioners to learn who is the right fit for you. No matter what it is, we are here to help you say yes to the next stop on your healing journey.
Yes.
So you launched your Ayurvedic herbal health and wellness products, and I know this was, gosh, just a labor of immense love. So what kind of motivated you or inspired you to start this process of creating these products, and how did it come to fruition?
Yeah, so my motivation behind this was actually one was the lack of good quality products. The other was also the expensive market of Ayurveda being in United States. Like I've been practicing for 10 years, and every time I would prescribe something like an herbal product to my client, they were like, "Oh my God, I'll be broke if I keep spending this." Much amount of money on herbs. So we really thought we need to bring something at an affordable price range to for people to be able to afford it and take it on a regular basis. So that was one very big motivator for me to start something like this. Also, the source of where it comes from, because it comes from India, it's manufactured in a USDA approved facility, and we really know the right source where it comes from. That also makes a humongous difference in how the quality of our products is. And then the other one is honestly just this zeal of making people better, making them feel better, one shape or form, like anyway, in any way, just helping them heal. Because trust me, like the satisfaction that I get just from hearing these words that I feel better is not even comparable to anything on this planet. Is not, I have a big sweet tooth, I always say. It's not even compared to any of the desserts I like. It's just a phenomenal thing to hear when you balance a person completely and they come in with a big, broad smile. It's just so deeply satisfying.
It's what you were destined for. It really
Mhm.
feels like the universe was like, nope, we need you for this.
Yes,
And you followed the calling.
absolutely.
So I also know one of your health drinks that you offer, it's called Ojas.
Mhm.
And so those who don't know what that means, can you share a little more about that etymology and why you decided to name your drinks this?
Yes, so Ayurveda believes that there are seven tissues in our body: lymph, blood, muscles, fat, adipose tissue, which is fat, bones, bone marrow, egg or sperm, which is your reproductive tissues. Okay, so these seven tissues are always formed in succession, one after the other. And the best part out of all these transformation that is formed at the end, which is like the essence of all these tissues coming together and creating this elixir in your body, is called Ojas. And Ojas is extremely pure and vital for our body to survive and have great immunity, have this life force flowing through your body. Ojas is responsible for that life force. It's often at most importance that this Ojas is maintained in our body. And that's why we came up with this name, because it signifies vitality. It signifies you being transformed into an amazing person, your tissues being nourished, and your body being cared for. So that's why we came up with the name Ojas. And as I said, it is an herbal energy and vitality drink mix. It's so simple, just 1 teaspoon in any milk that you like. Froth it to rock it is what we say. You're good to go. Like, it's just so simple. It's made with the purest of ingredients, no preservatives. It's completely dairy-free, vegan, nut-free, soy-free, no added sugar, no caffeine, but just some amazing ingredients. So our blend is made with millets, seeds, and the best part about the drink is the six adaptogens. So six herbal adaptogens that are added. Adaptogens are rejuvenators. So it's a very intelligent drink. It adapts to the level of stress in your body. If you drink it before bed, it'll help you fall asleep. If you drink it post-workout, it will help you to nourish the tissues properly. If you take it in the morning, it will be a replacement of coffee, or it will give you a steady energy levels throughout the day. So it's an amazing drink, very intelligent mix, which helps adapt to the stressors of the day.
So if anyone else is also trying to have stress out of their life, it
Mhm.
sounds like Ojas is a really great product to be able to utilize.
Absolutely. And the added benefit of it is also we have like just dry date powder in it. So it's like a very mellow, sweet, but also we have two different flavors. So turmeric, ginger, and cardamom cinnamon. So the cardamom cinnamon really helps with the sweet tooth, is what I've experienced. Like sometimes I crave chocolate and I'm like, no, let's just drink a cup of Ojas. That will give me the like that creamy smoothness that you get from the drink. But yeah, it also helps with sugar cravings. It's great for diabetic people. It relieves fatigue. It recharges and rejuvenates you. So it also promotes good quality sleep. So a lot of things that it does.
Wonderful. And beyond the Ojas, what other products are you offering at this point?
So we have, I would say, an array of supplements that we have in Ayurveda, and they're mostly Ayurvedic herbs. Again, from single herbs to complex formulations, some for joint health, some for cardiovascular health. Certain are to remove toxins, like deep situated toxins from your system, a lot of them for digestive health. Some amazing oils for massages and pain relief. We have some amazing drops like immune drops, holy basil drops that you can add to your daily water intake and keep up your immunity. By the way, I've gotten some really great reviews for those. One of my acquaintance took it on a trip outside of United States, and they were living together in like an Airbnb, so like 25 people. Everyone felt sick except for them. And I was like, that is
Wow.
amazing. That's awesome that you were taking the immune drops and you were doing well. And her child also has some pretty serious liver issues. So, yeah, even he was fine. And I'm really happy about it.
Oh, that's wonderful. So it sounds like there's an array of
Mhm.
conditions or symptoms that people might want to come seek some of these products. And I'm
Mhm.
guessing too, working with you as an Ayurvedic practitioner who can
Yes.
give recommendations, prescriptions in a sense of what
Mhm.
they would most benefit from would probably be
Absolutely.
the optimal way to go about
Yes.
it.
Yes. Yes. Yes,
Hmm.
that's right.
If someone did want that professional support from you, how can they reach out, schedule an appointment?
Yeah, so my website has online calendar that you can book the appointments from. But not just that, I also provide a lot of different detoxification therapies like Ayurvedic massage and like oil dripping treatment called Shirodhara. It's just fall in
Oh,
the
that's so
waterfall of,
divine.
oh yeah.
I've done it. I did
I
it in
call
India
it.
and it was amazing.
Yep, yep. I call it the waterfall of bliss. It's just 30 minutes of warm oil on your forehead going down and followed by a head massage and a foot massage. And then I also offer a lot of different joint treatments, energy point stimulation, some cool Ayurvedic therapies here. So just look up my website. All the information is on there. You can see some pictures of me working with my clients and a lot of fun stuff and the products.
So her website will be in the show notes for you to check out. I also know that you're going to be on a TV show to talk more about these products that you're creating and spread the news. Tell people a little more about that and how they might be able to watch.
Yes, this is quite fascinating. I am going to be on the show called The Blocks, and it's a show on Amazon Prime, and they also have their own streaming platform, and it's available to everyone who can subscribe to the show, their mailing list basically, and it's free of cost. You can watch that show, but it's a very cool show. I usually say it's like a mix of Shark Tank and The Apprentice, if you've ever watched any of those shows. It's a race between 70 different entrepreneurs who come together to compete against each other to win the cash prize at the end. My main goal to go on the show is to meet other entrepreneurs and look at their journeys and get some inspiration from them. Also, to learn from that show because it's a coaching program turned into a reality TV show. So they also coach different entrepreneurs on what areas of your business need more attention and how you can grow your business. I'm going to go next week to film in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I'm going to be on the season 12 of the blogs.
Yes, and we can provide the link in the show notes as well to make it easier. But
Yes.
I just got emotional thinking about 7-year-old Vanashree
Oh, yeah.
and then college Vanashree, and then now you of today,
Yes.
just like that journey and that mission of globalizing Ayurveda and being on this show and introducing yourself as that person who's doing
Yes.
it.
Yes. Oh my God. It seems unreal. Honestly, when I look back, it seems unreal. But this is what happens. And for everyone who's listening, if you are an intuitive person, even if you're not, always listen to your intuition, is what I say, even to my clients, because that is always going to be your inner voice and a higher voice, more illogical, but more powerful. Because your brain, there will always be a fight between your brain and your intuition, but don't listen to the lower voice. Always listen to the higher voice within you, even if it does not make sense whatsoever at that point. It's like a power that you need to exercise every day, and it's also something that you need to keep sharpening, right? I think I can really listen to my intuition and take the right steps because I have been a meditator. Like meditation plays such a humongous role in our lives. I always say it's like a shower for your soul. We really don't give attention much to our soul. We are so busy in taking care of our hair, our body, our mind, we forget about the foundation on what we exist, which is our soul. So meditation is so needed. And I was exposed to meditation by my mom. I cannot thank my parents enough for n number of things that they have exposed me to. But meditation is one of them. And I literally fought with my mom to go to this practice of meditation that I follow. And she's, I'm not listening, you're going. And that was the end of it. But that
Oh,
transformed my life, my entire life, literally. I'm no more who I was. I'm a better version of myself. Yeah. And I think everyone wants that, right? Everyone wants to strive towards it.
yeah. And it's amazing to Also, just know that you're a practitioner who practices what you preach, that
Mhm.
you're living in that alignment, in that
Yes.
balance, mentally, physically,
Mhm.
spiritually.
Yep.
So it's just lovely to see.
Oh, thank you so much, Cynthia. Really means a whole lot coming from you.
For now, those who are now curious about your products, because I feel like, especially the Ojas, that's
Mhm.
something anyone can
Yes.
enjoy and benefit
Yes.
from. How
Mhm.
do people buy these products, find these products?
Yes, Ojas is available on our website now, and we are planning on slowly introducing it into like health food stores. So we are in the process of slowly getting there. It's a long way, a long shot, but we'll see how it goes. But even for people who are listening, who want to come partner with us for Ojas, we are more than welcome to have a meeting with you. Come try it out. If you're looking for some samples, we can send you some free samples. But it's a product that you're going to love. Like, I have had no one up till now tell me that this is not awesome. So I feel weird talking about my own product, but it is awesome. So
No, you gotta share the goods.
yes, yes, yes. Once you taste it, you're not turning back. It's something that is just so nourishing, soothing, calming, but also at the same time giving you energy, but not too much that you would crash. So, yeah, it's an amazing, phenomenal formulation. So, yeah, try it out.
Well, and just hearing you speak at our last event, it's clear that because you're so passionate, you stay on top of your education, you're very informed, and so you've been able to really apply your wisdom into this product. You've
Mhm,
applied your passion into this product.
mhm.
So I have no doubt that it's amazing, delicious, beneficial. So I'm excited to get my hands on it.
Yes, no, actually, the inspiration behind this product was my son. And truly, like, we really wanted a healthy drink for our family because my son used to come, I want hot chocolate. I'm like, no, like, hot chocolate is just sugar, like plain sugar. I want something that he can enjoy, he can truly enjoy, and at the same time have health benefits. And
Mm.
my grandfather used to drink a similar drink in the morning. So he has been a very good, yeah, an influencer, a person in this formulation because I've always watched him as I was growing. He never drank coffee or tea. He used to mix so many herbs together in the morning and drink that in milk. And I was like, what if I just make a formulation similar to that, that people can easily put 1 teaspoon in the milk and get away with it? Yeah, but I'm so happy that it turned out the way it is.
Yes. And I know we've talked about potentially having one of the well connected networking events in your
Yes,
space.
yes. Not
I think that would be
potentially, for
amazing.
sure.
Yes. Because then
Yes.
I can come and sample and buy them. So,
Yes, yes, absolutely. No, everyone's more than welcome to come to my clinic. My clinic is on a 17.5 acre beautiful nature preserve, and the event is going to be in summer. It's besides a lake in an amphitheater, and you're
ugh.
gonna love this. Like, you're gonna love coming to the place just to even just see the place. It's just
Oh my
beautiful.
gosh. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so excited. So, yeah, any well connected professionals out there, come
Yes,
on by.
please do. Yes.
Amazing. Gosh, we've been able to talk about a lot, and thankfully, we still have a little bit of time. I'm
Yes.
curious if there was only one takeaway that you would hope people left this conversation with, what would that be?
Boy, one is really hard. The one takeaway I would tell people is be true to yourself and believe in yourself. You are capable of achieving what you truly believe in. That's my whole journey. Health is wealth, right? If you don't take care of your health, nothing's going to be stable. So, yeah, please be healthy, wealthy, and true to yourself, is what my one takeaway would be for the
Yeah, it's like
listeners.
kind of three, but I'll take it. It's worth it.
Hey,
It's
I
worth
gave
it.
you three. You asked me one. I said 10. Meet me in the middle here. Come on.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for sharing your journey and just more information about your products as it starts to get out there more and more. I'm looking forward to the day I just see it at the grocery store and it's just
Oh,
boom,
thank
there it
you.
is.
That means a whole lot to me. Oh my God. We are really, yeah, looking into it. And yeah, we'll get there. And I have, again, utmost faith. So we'll
Oh
get there.
yeah, I see it. And when it happens, I'll call you up and be like, it's here.
Yeah. Yes, I'm waiting for that call. Mhm.
Perfect. Oh, thank you so much, Vanashree.
Thank you, Cynthia, for hosting me.
Thank you so much for listening to the Well Connected Twin Cities podcast. Did you learn something new? Did you feel that spark of hope and excitement for what is possible? Because so much is possible. Tell us about it in a review on Apple Podcast. Not only would we absolutely love hearing from you, but these reviews help our ratings and help other curious minds like you find this resource. We are always better together. Thank you again, and see you next time.